Moments ago, the United States announced it will withdraw nearly 12,000 troops from Germany. Defense Secretary Mark Esper announced the move as part of a redeployment of forces in Europe that he says will strengthen NATO. President Donald Trump previously said he intended to take troops out of Germany, accusing the German government of being, quote, delinquent in defense spending.
The current EUCOM plan will reposition approximately 11,900 military personnel from Germany, from roughly 36,000 down to 24,000, in a manner that will strengthen NATO, enhance the deterrence of Russia, and meet the other principles I set forth.
Well, there is real concern and fear on Capitol Hill this morning. Louie Gohmert openly questioned the use of masks. He was often seen without one. And now several members of Congress and staffers who came in contact with him are self-quarantining. And the Hill is stepping up precautions. This morning, the Capitol is cracking down. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi issuing a mask mandate.
Members and staff will be required to wear masks at all times in the hall of the House.
A new policy to respond to new concerns after Congressman Louie Gohmert tested positive.
I'm asymptomatic. I don't have any of the symptoms that are listed as part of COVID-19.
The Texas Republican has frequently been spotted on the Hill without a mask. On Tuesday, he was seen walking alongside Attorney General Bill Barr, neither of them in a mask. Gohmert, a staunch ally of the president, only learned he was positive when he was required to take a test before boarding Air Force One.
Ending Yemen's war within a war. On Wednesday, the separatist group of the Southern Transitional Council announced an end to their aspirations of self-rule, pledging instead a commitment to a Saudi-brokered power-sharing agreement with the Yemeni government. The move came just hours after Saudi Arabia issued plans to accelerate a peace accord signed by the two parties in Riyadh in November. When the original agreement was signed, infighting soon took hold between the government and the separatists, with both parties blaming each other for failing to abide by the terms. Further violence flared up in April after the separatists declared self-rule in Aden and other southern provinces. Hailed by the Saudi government as paving a way for lasting peace, security and prosperity in Yemen, the agreement outlines the formation of a new unity government within 30 days, as well as the appointment of a new governor and security director for Aden.
The 5 suspects are expected to appear in the Hartswater Magistrates Court on charges of rape, murder and robbery. And this follows the murder of a farmer, his wife and daughter at the weekend.
3 people, a farmer, his wife and daughter, were abducted. Over the next 2 days, police and community were looking for the people. They were unfortunately found dead just 2 days after they were abducted. Of course, today, just as we came into Hartswater, we saw this huge protest from farmers and the rest of the community. Quite a number of bakkies leading to kilometers and kilometers of backed up traffic. We've got some tractors also forming part of this protest.
Zimbabwe has agreed to pay $3.5 billion in compensation to white farmers whose land was taken by the government to resettle black families, moving a step closer to resolving one of the most divisive policies of the Mugabe era.
We have taken this farm.
There's only one problem. The Southern African nation doesn't have the money.
If you want 1 acre...
That's according to the compensation agreement signed on Wednesday, which says that instead long-term bonds will be issued and the government will jointly approach international donors with the farmers to raise funding. 2 decades ago, Mugabe's government carried out at times violent evictions of 4,500 white farmers and redistributed the land to around 300,000 black families, arguing it was redressing colonial land imbalances.
Inside Turkey's parliament, MPs voted to pass a law that aims to control what many have said is uncontrollable social media. Critics say it's another attempt to silence dissenting voices and threaten freedom of expression. The government argues the law is needed to enhance the accountability of foreign platforms. And many worry, since the majority of the mainstream media here are already under government control, there is no more platform left for free debate. As of October the 1st, the bill requires social media platforms with more than 1 million domestic daily users, such as Facebook, Twitter and YouTube, to open offices in Turkey. They're also required to appoint local representatives to implement the government's request to block and remove certain content. If they don't comply, they'll face steep fines along with possible data speed cuts.
They've been coming in their millions every year from all over the world. Muslim pilgrims fulfilling a lifetime dream to perform one of their religion's 5 main pillars, Hajj. The sea of people, waves upon waves engulfing the city of Mecca, has become an image synonymous with the holy city. But this year it's completely different. The coronavirus pandemic has meant that pilgrims are not able to travel. Saudi authorities have put Mecca under lockdown. They've said only 1,000 people will be allowed to perform Hajj, all of them either nationals or residents of Saudi Arabia. The annual pilgrimage is a huge source of revenue for the Saudi government. Although there is little transparency from Riyadh on how much exactly it brings in, estimates put the figure in the billions of dollars.
Monsoon rain has slammed the central and southern parts of South Korea on Thursday morning. The central city of Daejeon is among the hardest hit, with some areas receiving more than 260 millimeters of rainfall. In an apartment complex, cars are flooded and people were trapped inside buildings waiting for the fire services to rescue them. With the water level reaching people's waists, even boats were used for the rescue. High-speed rail services have also been delayed due to flooded tracks. It was a similar situation in Chungcheongdo and Jeollabuk-do provinces. As the day progressed, heavy rain alerts have been lifted in most parts of the country, but another round of torrential rain is expected in the southwest on Thursday night. These places could get up to 200 millimeters of rain by Friday morning.
Let's also recall a list of illegal things that China has done, or international rules that China has broken. Off the top of my head, exporting a virus tops the chart. It has made counterfeit goods, installed spyware, committed genocide, and has apparently also hacked the Vatican. I'm not kidding. The two sides, China and the Vatican, are expected to hold talks in September. It's got to do with the appointment of bishops to the churches of China. The two sides are expected to renew an agreement that was first signed in 2018. In short, the Vatican and China will soon be sharing a negotiation table. And China, as we've seen, does not believe in playing fair, so it decided to hack the Vatican. There were two targets: the Vatican's computers and the Holy See's study mission to China.
Nightmare at a backyard pool.
Please hurry! Please hurry!
This 3-year-old girl was found face down in the water at her grandparents' house.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
She appears lifeless. Her face is blue.
No!
As her frantic grandmother watches in anguish, Pensacola police desperately try to save the little girl. They prepare a defibrillator. Crucial seconds tick by. It doesn't look good. Then the moment everyone is praying for.
She's moving. Tell them we got a pulse. 185, we got a pulse. Come on.
It's not over yet. Now the officers need to get the water out of her lungs.
Oh, okay, baby, okay. Breathe for me. Breathe for me. Come on, baby. She's semi-conscious. Okay, good. We got a pulse.
It was quite horrific. Initially, my thought was she was already gone.
Kyle Skipper and Robert Lindblom are the heroic officers.
Complete and total recovery. She's no worse for wear.